Hello everybody and welcome back to the Cows channel where we are playing a game that I missed somehow. But it looks really cool, it looks really awesome. They already start promising some pretty cool updates, more quests, more everything. This is Battle Brothers! And I am excited just by the name. Look at this. Look at these guys. Are they going to leave the city? Are they going to conquer the city? Maybe both. I don't know. Battle Brothers is a strategy hex-based I believe the developers call it a mercenary simulation, where you take control of a mercenary company in this low fantasy world. So you don't have magic. I believe some of the enemies might have magic, but humans don't seem to have magic. So you have to equip them with weapons and just do all kinds of stuff, and there's a bunch of different stuff. It's going to be cool. I'm so excited. I've already checked out some tutorial videos, and the scenarios are just letting you get used to mechanics if you need it. So, now here's the... Oh my god, they have a late game crisis. War. First late game crisis. First late game crisis. First late game permanent. Cities, towns, and castles can be permanently destroyed during a late game crisis. And having the world go down in flames is one of the many ways you can use it. That's awesome. Recommended. Now, I'm going to play a beginner. The reason I am going to play as beginner is because it's highly recommended that the first couple of times you play at beginner. This is a very hard game. This is XCOM hard. Only you don't have things like cover and everyone has range to set things up. This is going to be medieval armies. So, Battle Brothers is a cool company name, but we're going to call us the Marauding... No, I don't know how to say this. Minotaurs of Awesome! Yes! Oh, and we get a standard. Look at this. No. It's kind of dark. That might be prophetic there, but we're not going to do that. Kind of like that. Do we have one with a boar? Because if so, that would be awesome. There's a boar. I don't know what that is. A bear with a griffin. Oh! Developers! The cow needs a bull standard, but we'll go with death. It looks pretty. It's worn and it's got bones on it, so that's kind of cool. Your map seed is just your map seed. Blah blah blah. You know, it's randomly generated. Even the positions of towns and what they have in them is randomly generated. Iron Man is how we will play. However, we will not enable it. I always play Iron Man. I do not enable Iron Man here on the Cows channel. For those of you who might be checking me out just for this video, the reason why I do that is some games Iron Man will save a bunch of times. And if you're playing and recording multiple episodes in a row like I have to, that's not good. Tip: roads are the fastest way to travel land, but not always the safest. Look at these! What is all this? We got like undead and orcs, and what is this guy? I don't even know. The last bat. What? Did I lose already? It all went wrong. 2 days ago, the company was hired to track down Hoggart the Weasel and his band of raiders, but it was them who found you first. An ambush. Some joke about horses, cut short by an arrow to the throat. Arrows shooting in from everywhere and nowhere. Men holler and scream. A great volume before death. This is a happy game, guys. As the hail subsides, you draw your weapon with the rest of the men, only to collapse to your knees. An arrow has punctured your side. You shout in pain. A harried glance sees the men charge without you to make a valiant last stand. Met in force as steel clashes with steel. You meet eyes with the captain. A last nod before his throat is cut. I lost my boss already? You're left in command now of what few men remain. Trembling in pain, you lean on your sword. And with all the will you can muster, slowly rise again. To the end! The Minotaurs of Awesome! Characters can sometimes be struck down. And I believe that's my captain. So, let's just explain some stuff. Oh. Oh, he's already running. So let's explain some stuff. As I understand it from the tutorials and everything, you will always start with 3 guys. You cannot save your captain. You cannot save anybody else who happens to die before you gain control. Up here, number I have, number they have, round turn, camera controls if you need it. Retreat from combat's not really what we're going to do. Over here is the combat log. Now, everything looks like these awesome figures on a board. So it's not really the most graphical. You're not going to get Shining Force of Fire Emblem here, but it's okay. So what we're going to do is, and here it just tells you One-Eyed Thug's head is hit for 62 damage. Brigand Thug is confident, has killed One Eye, which was my guy here. Captain Bernard's body is hit for 40. Brigand Thug is killed body. So right here, can I? Over here is just, we're going to go over it really quickly, guys. In all his experience, he has 10 bolts equipped. He has a two-handed crossbow. He has a knife in case he needs it. Your abilities are determined by your equipment, so you did different moves with different things. We have background is companion. Backgrounds help determine what they can be good at. He's an optimist, which is 5+ resolve at morale checks, and bad mood fades away faster, which is good. He's a brute, so he has extra damage to the head, but less melee skill. And he's dissatisfied, lost most of the company. Here you have your armor is very important, so you have your helmet and body armor. Here's your health. Everyone has 9 action points, and you can spend them however you want per turn. Fatigue. As you do things, you build fatigue. If you have too high fatigue, you can't do anything. Morale, which is just basically, how well they fight. Morale checks on things like killing an enemy, seeing an enemy killed, seeing an ally killed, seeing one flee, being hit for 15 more hit points, using certain skills, and being enraged. You want to, especially in larger fights, you want to focus. When enemies start to get scared, you want to focus on them, for the simple fact that then you can, how do I say this? If you can cause part of their formation to break, you can rout them much easier. And the same thing with them. They will try to focus fire on my guys. Initiative, which is just basically, speed in a lot of games, and it determines how you move in your turn order. Melee skill, range skill, melee defense, range defense. The amount of damage he'll be doing with his equipped weapon, how effective he is against armor, a chance to hit the head. Head hits, of course, kill you much faster, which is why helmet is a separate armor category. Head vision is how far he can see, very important for these. Now, one other thing we're going to go over real quick, there's perks. I don't have any. You see how range skill has 2 stars, and range defense has 1 star? This means on level ups, and initiative has 1 star too. This means that these stats are more likely to gain bigger bonuses, which helps these stats right here will help you determine what kind of fighter he should be. But for now, we have some stuff to do. So, first of all, we need to focus fire this chump. Shoot bolt, which is just shoot the crossbow bolt. You can see a bunch of stuff here. 10 bolts left, so 60% chance is pretty good. So, boop. Oh! Wow! Now, with crossbows, you do have to reload between shots, unfortunately, so I can move, I believe. I can move, but I can't move. And then Shield Wall. Shield Wall is the most important defensive skill in the game. Grants extra defense, and it also grants defense for everybody next to you. Meanwhile, you go here, but you won't be able to do anything, so we're just going to move you. We're just going to move you up here. Is this me? Split shield, round swing, which is hits a bunch of people around you but can't hit your allies, and split man, which is really high damage. So we're just going to end the turn. Oh. Hug up the weasel. Oh, that was my target. I thought this guy was the target. He's confident. Doesn't seem to have a shield though, so let's just oh my god. So shoot the boat. Okay, now these red symbols on my guys, I looked at tutorial videos before this, means that I have a chance of hitting my allies. If you're standing right here, you can shoot through one rank of your allies and not have to worry about hitting them. So, I like how the battlefield changes. You have like arrows from missed shots and stuff. And this does give me enough to still shoot him. Nope. So we'll end his turn because For him to do something, he has to reload. That takes 7 AP. He has 10 bolts. Oh, I guess you start with 1 in the chamber, or the equivalent of that. Knockback. I don't want knockback. He's pretty messed up. His arm was falling apart, he's near death, and he has an injury for a cut arm. Unfortunately, it does not allow you to hover over the injuries, but we're just going to thrust him with our spear. There you go. So everyone gained some XP. We got a couple of kills, and we did get the cleaver that one guy was having. We have bandages, and we have grain. We're just going to loot all and leave. Not every contract is worth the risk. You're alive. You won. The adrenaline fades in its wake. You can't help but sink back to the ground. Gritting your teeth, you snap the arrow shaft. Your chest heaves. Pain for breath. Everything blurs. The company has been devastated, cut down to but a few men, and that bastard Hogger did justice to his name, fleeing like the weasel he is. What now, Captain? That's my guy's voice. A voice from behind Ed's Gohart, who sits down beside you, bedding his bloodied axe on his legs. You turn to him to reply, but before you can answer, he continues. Bernhardt's dead. They slit his throat. He was a good man and a damn good leader, but all it took was one mistake. That makes you the one in charge now, don't it? Einhard joins the two of you, still breathing heavily. Then Casimir the Bloody. Okay, so I guess I'm like off. I guess I'm like a tactician. I'm off screen. Save the ceremony and anointments for another day. Let's give the man a good burial and return to Bullersby to collect our pay. The Weasel's men are slain, after all. Besides, Captain, we ought to see to that wound before we lose you too. Wouldn't want to leave Einhard in charge, right? Oh, that's Einhard. So here's our world map. As you can see, I know 1, 2, and I guess these banners are all... I know where a bunch of stuff is, actually. We can zoom out, way out. You have different nations and factions. This is a very big territory, actually. It's a bunch of cities. And of course, there's all kind of... Return to Bullersby to get paid. So we're going to click here and game moves in real time, which is why I don't mind pausing. Money, what's this? Ambition. You have not announced any ambition. You will be asked to. Provisions, tools would take 2 hours. You can carry 200 at most. Ammunition, medical supplies. Center the camera, lock the camera, toggle footprint. Probably want that on. Camp. Show factions and relations. Obituary. Is there anyone? Nope. Does not. Unlike XCOM, it does not count. So we're just gonna go to Bullsbury. Oh yeah, and he moves on the map. And we're able to find people and stuff, but let's just go ahead. Day 1. Can I... Oh yeah, okay, so here's my company. Look at that. Paid 11 daily, paid 11 daily, paid 11 daily. Probably need to put you in the back line, dude. I believe that the guys that you... Fearless. Ooh. I believe that the guys you start with will be pretty much equipped for however they actually should be. Do I have an inventory around here somewhere? Stash. Oh, it's right here. We do have a one-handed cleaver in very good condition. So we might be able to... He has bonuses to his fatigue, so he can probably wear heavier armor. And resolve, which means he won't break it. And this guy has... Oh, wait. Was there... Oh, he also has bonuses to health. So that's good. Bonus to melee damage, bonus to melee defense, bonus to resolve. So, yeah. There'll usually be like 2 or 3 things, I believe, that they'll be pretty good at. And here, the towns, you can see how large they are and what they have. What a sorry display it must be for the onlookers as you arrive in Bullersby. 4 bloodied, beaten mercenaries down on their luck. The man who hired the company days ago, but John the Counselor, no doubt expects you to return in a more glorious fashion. Still, he welcomes you to his house and offers bread and wine while servant fetches a healer. Few words are exchanged except for the occasional grunt and wheeze as an elderly man with shaky hands tends to your wounds. A pin pierces your skin, the first of many stitches to come. You grit your teeth till you think you hear one break. The counselor sits beside you and asks if you take care of Hogger. You shake your head. We killed his men, but the weasel elated our blades in the end. The healer waves around a glowing fire poke, suggesting he wants to push it into your wound. You nod, and he does. For a moment, that's all there is. You're not a man, but a pinch of fire, flesh from flame, a golem of pain. Man, there's good writing in this game. The council hands you a goblet of wine. You did well, Sellsword. The brigands have been removed, though it is a shame that Hogwarts still lives. We expect to get paid for this. The councilor gasps. Well, naturally, 400. Yeah, baby. He gestures towards the servant and rushes to your side with the pane hand. I wonder, may I make use of your services once more? I'd very much like to end the headaches that is Hogwarts once and for all, and I would pay you again, of course, another 400 crowns, shall we say. Ooh, double pay. Maybe I should let more leaders run off. Gohart scoffs and turns to drink more wine, but Casimir the Bloody stands to speak. Yes, the company's in ruin, but we will rebuild! We will rebuild! Without the Minotaurs of Awesome... Did I not capitalize this right? Gohart would drink the crowns away and end up begging on the streets, and Einhur, by the gods, we all know he'd go chasing the wounded folk until one stove rotted... His head rotted in... What? I don't understand what that means. We need the Minotaurs of Awesome. It's all we have. What say you, Captain? Gohart burps and raises his cup to you. Einhard playfully thumbs his nose and nods. Kill that bastard Hogwarts or not, it's up to you. Well, we have unfinished business. The counselor claps his hands. Excellent! My little birds will need some time to find where Hogwarts is hiding his hide now. In the meantime, I suggest you see about stocking up on the supplies so you'll be good and ready to end when the time comes. I shall see you in a few days at the latest. As you leave the counselor's home and stand on the outskirts of Bullersby, Casimir the Bloody, this guy has an awesome name already, seeks a word with you. We need more men, Captain. I know I gave a big speech back there, but bravado won't do shite. We need more warm bodies in the ranks. Figure we can find 3 good men, buy them some decent weapons, and dress them in the best armor we can afford. The man pauses and glances around. I bet this Bodok town's got a desperate peasant or two looking for a new life, or we could travel to Hetchestan to the northeast. Them city folk aren't always as hardy as these country bumpkins, but we're more likely to find men with fighting experience. So, okay, there we go. So we have recruits, hire, and a temple. Ooh. Oh, cool. You can treat wounded at the temple. Marketplace. So let's find some hires. Not bad. Now, unfortunately, you don't. What is this? 4 a day, 9 a day. Heinrich is missing 2 ear. Cripple. Oh, great. Now, traits and stuff, I do have a little book thingy here. Traits and stuff, I know, do matter. I believe cripple are used for what they call in the game's martyrs, which is just guys who should be disposable. Yeah. Well, you know what? Beggars cannot be choosers, so hire him. And 2 guys with pikes. Let's just go ahead and hire them all, because you do have to complete all 3. Marketplace. Ooh. Furs. Trade. So there's a trade system if you can find places that want stuff. Tools, which we don't need. And then you can sort by... Oh, that's only mine. Never mind. Not the best gear, but not bad. Okay, so let's just look and see what we got. Here we have a cripple. Is always content with being in reserve. He has a bonus to fatigue. He has a bonus to his defenses. So, you know, he might be pretty good. Brave. Good spirits. Double grip. With the second hand free, this character can get... Oh, that's not bad. Well, he's going to... First of all, let's just... There you go. Wooden stick, 100 mace. Not bad. How about you guys? Farmhand. Eventually abandoned. Many harvesting the crops that fed everyone. He misses the cows, but he is tiny, which is less damage but better defense. Bloodthirsty. All kills, all fatalities if the weapon allows. Ooh. And join the mercenary company. He has... Oh, he needs to be archer guy with these stats. Yeah. Especially with tiny. And this dude is also a farmhand. He has a bonus to range. Resolve. Initiative. He's a brute. So these guys should be archers, but I don't know if I can actually... Tough. I don't know if I can actually afford... Ammunition. I can get 2 short bows. Do I need to drag it over to my side? And we'll take a bundle of ammunition because we need it. That other guy is a 2-handed weapon. We have a 1-handed flail. We have a 1-handed hammer. We have some knives, but I don't think we're going to be needing them anytime soon. Headgear. I believe it's better sometimes to just buy damaged stuff and fix it yourself if possible. It's actually cheaper. How many days? You use 12. Your 48 provisions will last at most 4 days. Probably need this. Medical supplies. Probably gonna need that. Okay. I don't think... Yeah, I don't think we need any of this other stuff, so let's go here. And let's just see what we can do. Put the pitchfork in here. Give you this bow. Do I have to buy a quiver? Oh, I have to buy a quiver, okay. Well, that's not good. We'll have to go find some quivers. This stuff is thick cloth tunic. Yeah, you want armor and stuff on these guys. So there you go. There you go. We'll put bandages in your back here so that you can use it in combat. Yeah, I need to buy quivers. That's a little disconcerting, but we already have a wooden shield, so we don't need one. We have this 2-handed axe. We don't need one. Maybe we can find another guy to hire too, I don't know. But here, first, let's, okay, so we bought everything we need. We'll leave. Camp. And, not camp, okay. Did they fix everything? Yes, they did. Okay. Good, we used our tools. Now we also need to visit Hajet in the northeast. So we'll go here. Traveling along the road. Ooh, we got a wooden watchtower. And a hunter's cabin, an ore smelter, a trading caravan. We could raid them, but I don't think, Ruins. As Hedges' skyline appears on the horizon, Einhorn seeks a word. Never been to Hedges before, but I've been around ones that look a lot like it. Cities like these are great for selling goods, as all those prissy, pompous pricks love to have their goods delivered. With so many merchants, you can almost find everything you need. Keep an eye out for bargains, and don't get swindled by them cutthroat merchants. Gohart sees fit to add his own opinions. If there's a good tavern, I say that's where we go first. Nothing helps a man down on his luck more than a good pint. Gods know we earned it. You say that every time you stop in town. You say that even when you're already drunk. Well, I like the way this man... I like the cut of his jib. So... Ooh, this is a much bigger... Oh, but everything's closed. We can go to the tavern. And... pay for... We don't need rumors because we already have something to do, but... Humbug gets eager. Einhard is drunk. Humbug is drunk. What does drunk mean? Casimir the Bloody. Go hardest. Where's Einhard? Oh, they're right here. Oh, we'll be gone by tomorrow. Okay, that's good. Leave the tavern, and we're just going to have to camp until morning. For some reason, you can't stay at an inn, which I think you should be able to, but we're just going to wait until it says, there we go. Oh, goodness gracious. We have an armor. We have a temple. We have a training hall. These lets you experience gain them more, which is impressive, but not really what we need. Hire. Yeah, you can find a lot bigger dudes here, but you can also find some small ones. I think we should hire one more guy. The marketplace is where the goods are. Do you have quivers? I need quivers! And contains arrows, too. Sweet. And yoink. And armor, but first I've got 1100 left. Let's hire 1 or 2 more dudes. I don't think we need more than dire need of defense walls. Okay, so he has nothing. He's probably diseased. Civilization, maybe it was the last decade. Fall. He's a wild man. He might be good. These guys have multiple levels up around us. Let's take Humdrum. Oh, it tells me the background right there. Mason. What is a mason good for? I don't. Some traits have weird stuff. Traits. I'm looking up my traits, hang on. I don't think Mason is really recommended for anything on my little cheat sheet, but we'll see. Hire him. Don't think I want the disease guy, but I'll take the wild man too. Okay, that's, you don't want, probably don't want more than that. In fact, that may be a little too many. The game will change based on... There you go. Mason, oh, extra experience gain. Short-sighted, death wish, no morale checks. That's probably good. In good spirits and double grip. With a second hand free, this character can get a... Now, does that occur even if I... Let me try. Oh, okay. So, no, you guys still want shields. Because you're not holding two-handed weapons. Okay. And... yoink. And yoink. And put this back over here. Yoink and yoink. Oh, no. There we go. There we go. We got a nice... Both of them are drunk, but it'll be okay. Don't really have... That's 20. That's 35. That's probably better. There you go. We need some shields. I'm probably able to buy a little more than usual. These are some good shields, so we'll take these. There you go. It's better to have the defense on these guys. Do I need to give the wild man the... I mean, I'm not going to be able to give him a shield, so maybe I should give him the pitchfork and move him to the back of the line. Yeah. And we'll put this... we'll put some leather armor on him. Need to buy some headgear, and I think that's all we can really afford to do right now. Large padded cloth. Expensive. It's gonna have to be straw hats. It's better than nothing. And this hunter's hat. Okay, that should be good. Go put that on you. There you go, buddies. There you go. And you get to put... That's 30. That's 30. It's 20. Let's just go ahead and... We need to make sure everyone's got some helmets on. Boop. I mean, they're not great, but they're better than nothing because they do give some defense. How do I fix things? Do I just fix things automatically when I camp? Need. Ooh, need is good. Okay, how can I fix things? Lock camera. Oh, at a faster rate. So they'll do it while on the move, so we'll be okay. Like, just as a... Like, Dietham's got 82 on his tunic right now, so we'll see. What the fudge are these? A flock of scavenging what now? I don't even know what the hell that is! But we'll check Diethard again once we get back to Bullsbury. Bully, whatever the hell this place is called. And... Ah, the counselor is pacing back and forth. When you find him, the healer who damn near killed you with a fire poke is standing nearby. He's picking chunks of dry... Okay, that's bad. Finally, you're here. I have good news. We got hold of one of Hoggart's former men. My good friend here had a nice talk with the man, and now I know where Hoggart's licking his wounds. The healer clears his throat, splaying his fingers out like a maiden looking to paint them. He speaks as though he's identifying a disease he's about to excise. The brigand known as Hoggart is hiding in a small hut on the hills to the northwest. Based on my most civil discussions, Hoggart knows the Minotaurs of Awesome is on his heels and will have gathered men there since last time he met. Oh, I was kind of hoping it would just be him. Good luck, Sellsword. We'll return with his head, and we'll return next time to kill Hoggart here on the Cows channel.